Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Aztecs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone and maybe a few plays, but don't do that. You got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially in the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Easy. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ready? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here we go. Trying to move them on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line that's going to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Here we go.
Hand off from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Let's go. Tuna.
He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
This has obviously got a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Cut it. Cut it. Timber. Timber. Clear. Clear. 691. Gator Spar.
Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Ready.
Ball
Break.
at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up.
Ready.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Ready.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Got his man quicker. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Ringo! Ringo!
Wants to throw on third down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that's the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard to understand.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connor. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams from the Haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Ready?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got it.
And now on second down for this offense.
Out, 55, weak.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll call for the fair catch here.
On the
They'll
set.
start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Cricket.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On the double.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Set.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, just keep firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Okay,
The
ready?
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. Got it inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete.
And he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly.
Wide out in motion.
Philly. Where'd he go?
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we've got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that big Philly.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
Set. Hut. Lion.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds space on the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. That's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Black 24. Black.
Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't carry it.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. As you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reasons. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw a football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46?
Here we go. Belly stunner.
Quarterback checking off.
Rita.
They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
He'll field the punt and move through. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. 1st down here for the offense.
Easy.
They'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Now on second down.
6-9-1, Gators far. Get set, get set. Ringo.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Ready?
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Razor. Go!
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask, right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Travel. Anchor. Ready?
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On the double.
Come to the line, facing 3rd try the run. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth, and I'm feeling it.
Nice move, create some space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This quarterback right now is improved. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down.
Moves. Gorilla. Ready to go.
He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those
all kinds of running room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
55 feet.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Ready up.
Now it's second and goal.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Trying play action. Now improvising. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it. Get and live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Ready?
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd and short. I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready. Got the big stop. Forces the 4th down.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly.
Green
And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On the double.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd.
Here we go. Go.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Okay,
Got
ready?
3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Easy.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Got it.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set. Get set.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Ready,
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Cobra.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the ground with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
Slam.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Castillo. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Easy. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Got it.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Cricket. Ready.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, 3rd down
On the
becomes
set.
very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short
3:25.
passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
42 spot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback checking the play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance. Late unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they've got the lead in the final minute. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Easy.
On third down, he drops the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Get set. Get set.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. You've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding